I'll be brief. Obviously, a great win for us. First half was probably the best half of basketball, both ends of the floor, in my 11 years here. So these guys did an awesome job. The whole team obviously did a great job against a really good team. We just got to continue to move forward, continue to try to get better. But certainly tonight was a great step, and the guys here next to me on both sides were just awesome on both ends of the floor, defensively, offensively. Their energy, their toughness and collective will to help us win. You can't say enough about them. So we got to continue to get better and continue to progress because we have more important games moving forward. But for tonight, these guys and our whole team tonight was our night against a really good team. So ask away.
Just how exactly were you able to do everything you were able to do in the first half?
Really just team effort. I feel like all 5 guys was locked in. We had great energy from our fans. We've been waiting for our fans to come, so we didn't want to disappoint them. So it just gave us an extra boost. But the defensive end, I thought we played well. We communicated on switches. Everybody was in the gap. We rotated and we just understand our game plan, the matchup. But that all happened. We did that yesterday in practice. We went hard yesterday in practice. We was focused on walkthrough and film, and it carried over today.
Malique, just talk about the defensive aspect of it. Obviously, you're always a big part of that, and just what you were able to do in that first half.
Like I tell you every time, man, I just trust myself, man. I know I got one of the best coaches with me. They trusted me, and like Sen said, the fans gave out a lot of energy, The atmosphere was just, I loved it. So I loved doing it. I just like that, man. It was just a fun game. I wish we had 20 more minutes, to be honest.
Is it one of the deals where they just keep missing and it just kind of snowballs, obviously. But what's it like as a player when you're out there and you see them struggling that bad and you guys are just rolling?
To be honest, I didn't know they were struggling that bad until the player himself told me they shot 8% in the first half. I didn't know they were struggling that bad, but I just think that's normal for us. Like, we're a great defensive team. We have Coach Foos, Coach Jules with the personnel edit and all that stuff. So they do more work than what you think, and we just follow their game plan. It just make it way easier for us.
Nights like this where you really don't need to score a ton. You enjoy these in its own little way.
My teammates, they all had it going. I felt like Ohio defensively, they focused on me. Every time I came off of ball screens, like they were hedging or like both players staying with me. So I could either pass it to an open player or somebody pass up an open shot. It just gets the ball moving. But coming into this game, we watched film on our last game. The ball it stayed in my hand a lot. Everybody just watched me dribble. So we wanted to get the ball movement. We're going to get more movement with the ball and just create open shots, and that's what we did tonight.
Just how much different is this team? Like you mentioned that back, at that point you were kind of doing a lot offensively.
Right.
Like you had to, obviously. Malique was playing back then, but you got so many other guys that are helping you.
Yeah, we knew what everybody was capable of. We just was inching at it every day, every game, man. And right now it's clicking at the right time before the tournament, and everybody is playing a role. Everybody's playing up another level, and I think what's opening up more offense is our bench. Our bench coming in with a lot of energy, but offense really don't matter at the end of the day. It's what we do on the defensive end. We're gonna get open shots regardless, whoever we play.
Obviously tonight's incredible, but that's this week. Win at Akron, win at Toledo, and then do this. Just talk about this week, and you can never that much better, I guess.
Man, that's one of the best things. I think the best thing about this week is just how we all bond and how we all together. Like, we're all together, even one through the last person, even the walk-ons. Like, we're all together on and off the court. So I think I like it, and we got like a little bit of hate on us, So I feel like we just the underdogs, and I like it. It's Kent State basketball.
So many things you can point to. I know Tervel hits 3 threes in a row in the first half, and I think you guys probably had both assists on those. Just kind of, it was already rolling, like I said, and then that happened. Just what was your thoughts as you see him popping up?
Man, it's good for Nunu Travell. It's good for him to hit some threes because he don't know, like, we depend on him more than he think we do. So when he impact the game, he's even more locked in, you know? And that's just perfect because that's points off the bench and make it easy for Sin, make it easy for me. I can crash even more, get the rebound, just make it easy for everybody.
Just looking at your last two games, you had Rollins the other night, series tonight. Obviously the team was able to do what they did. You did two good games. Do you have any thoughts on that as far as, I know you're not in the individual matchups, but at the same time, you going against those guys is a huge thing, coming in, doing your job and getting the job done.
No, I mean, I know in the media they make it seem like I'm just shutting down a person one-on-one. It's really my teammates, like people in the gap rotating. Like I didn't start on series tonight. Only guarded him when Malique was out. That was his matchup tonight. He won that one-on-one battle. So I mean, it's nothing exciting. It's just another game. Like Coach said, we got another game coming Tuesday. So it really doesn't matter. Just go out here and play hard.
Like you said, though, everybody kind of doing their thing is what's really been the key to it.
Yeah, our team. We getting team stops.
What was you able to do this year?
Just like I did last time we played home. I forgot who is that. Who is that, Coach, when we played home?
I'm trying to think of our last home game.
It was Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, yeah. I just played my length, you know. I know he's a shorter guard. I know, like, if he drive in, it's better for him to drive in. I know if he pull up, I can block his shot because he's like a shorter guard and my arms, the fingers longer. So I just played my length, and I know he's a strong left-hand driver, so I forced him right so he can shoot left-hand and I can still contest it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Great job.
Come on, Coach.
Great job.
Obviously, you can never see nothing like that coming.
The first half, listen, I've never, I can't remember being a part of a half like that. And both ends of the ball, right? Like, they certainly, I'm sure, missed some shots that they could make, but we were flying around defensively. We were sharing the ball offensively. And, the guys were really, really locked in. And, they both mentioned it, both Sin and Malique. Like, the crowd was awesome. I can only hope that we can try to get people back here Tuesday because obviously it's not nationally televised, but it's a big game. Like, these games are big games. And when you watch us play, whether it's on TV, the last 3 games have all been on TV, or whether you were here tonight because the other 2 were on the road, like, I think it's a pretty fun team to watch play. They bring a ton of energy and excitement, and they play really, really hard. So I'm hoping we only have 2 more home games, Tuesday and then senior night. Like, I'm really hoping that people can start to really rally around these guys. A month ago I think we were 7-8 a month ago, right? Am I right in what I'm saying? 7-8 and 2-3 in the league. So we're now 17-9 and 12-4 in the league, and just beat Akron at Akron, Toledo at Toledo, Ohio at home. So, and those teams are really good teams. Ohio is 22-5. Like, this is one of the best teams in the country that we beat tonight. So, and to beat them the way we did, like you mentioned, the first half, we were shooting the ball well. We were defending at a ridiculously high level outside of a couple fouls, and playing really hard together. So, I'm going to enjoy. I'm not going to act like I'm not going to enjoy tonight, but I'm going to start thinking about Tuesday and what can we do to get people here Tuesday. So, because players do feed off the energy of the crowd. Like, it's clear if you're there. First of all, I would think as a fan you had a great time watching it if you're a Kent fan, and you players feed off that, and the fans feed off it, and then we play the way we play. It's like, hey, let's see if we can't replicate that Tuesday night somehow.
You go into a game with a game plan, obviously, because you executed. What exactly was your defensive game plan? What you have done really good?
Yeah, I mean, the first time we played them, Vanderplas really hurt us from 3. And Sears was, he's one of the best players in the league, and he was really, really good the first time we played him. And there were some things that we tried to adjust on, and maybe we caught him at the right time. Like, there's a lot of different factors that go into that, but, we did make a change, and Malique guarded Sears to start and had Sin in different spots, and then Sin guarded him when Malique wasn't out and wasn't on the court. And I think just throwing those 2 guys at him constantly bothered him, and then we switched some things which made it a little harder for Vanderplas. He only shot 3 threes tonight, so made it a little bit harder for him. So if we play them again, I'm sure they'll try to adjust, and that's what you do when you play people the second time around. And when you lose the first time, which we did, we have to look at, okay, what do we need to do differently? And, if it doesn't work again, then you got to figure it out again. But tonight, what we tried to do, was certainly effective in terms of how we tried to guard them.
Offensively, in and of itself was a heck of a half.
Yeah, awesome. Listen, we shot 50%. We had 10 assists in the first half, and 7 for 10 from 3. Again, I mean, outside of the free throws, they went to the foul line 33 times. Like, outside of that, what can I, we turned it over a little bit too much in the second half. But we played really well, played really hard, played for each other, which, again, that's all you can ask for in my shoes, is to try to get these guys to play as hard as they can for each other. They're having fun. I keep coming back to the time that you asked me whenever I think we were 7-8 when you asked me or whatever it was, and I said it didn't look like we were having fun. At this point, I don't think I've coached a team that looks like they're having more fun. And in fact, I know I haven't. I'm not going to say this is the best team I coach, because we've got a lot of work to do. But I can't remember a team having this much fun playing game in and game out over the last 3 weeks. Now, we have, I've done this long enough to know that we have 2 more weeks of the regular season and then the most important week of the season. So can we continue to do that? That's going to be the key moving forward starting Tuesday night.
What do you say at halftime after your night?
Honestly, just at halftime, it was like, hey, we've got to continue to do what we're doing. Like, it's just like what I'm saying now. Like, we're trying to get better. I mean, you say, well, can you play better? I don't know. Maybe we can. Maybe we can do that for 2 halves, right? Like, we're just trying to get better and trying to make sure that we play the right way. Don't play the scoreboard, right? Like, sometimes you do that, and then guys start to get selfish when you're playing the scoreboard, which we didn't do. And if you don't play the scoreboard and you just play for each other, and that's where your focus is at, you're able to continue to play well. And they did chip at the lead a little bit, but it never really got too tight, because I think we kept playing the right way. Outside of the fouls, again, we did foul too much over the course of the night.
Just like I asked them about the week.
Yeah.
This week,
Yeah.
it's 3 tests.
Mhm.
You had to do what you did.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what to say. It's been a heck of a week for us. I wish this was March, right? Because we could probably play those 3 teams in Cleveland very, very easily, and I wish it was that week. But you know what? It's great for our confidence, and it helps us continue to build as we head into that week. And look, at this league, that week's the most important week. But right now, just as a general statement, where we've come, because I look at things a little differently than just that, like where we've come to where we are right now, I don't think you can ask for much more, right? I just am trying to get these guys to continue to stay humble and stay hungry through the process. That's what I'm looking for. And then again, I know Tuesday night, we've got to be ready, because they're good, and the game at their place could have gone either way. We had a tip in to win the game at their place. Otherwise, we're not in the position we're in. We're 1 game worse. So we have to come with tremendous focus and energy on Tuesday, we're off. When you play Friday in this league, you get to be off tomorrow, which, again, it's rare you get a weekend day off. And then we prepare Sunday and prepare Monday and play as hard as we can on Tuesday.
I mean, you're all of a sudden, you got 4 games left and you're 1 game out at first.
Yeah, I'm not even worrying about that because I don't, obviously if we keep winning, that's great. And if we stumble here at some point, we got to fix it and get ourselves right for Cleveland. We know we're there. We don't know where we're going to be or who we're going to play. It used to be that the top 4 seeds got a bye, so it really mattered to try to be one of the top 4 seeds. I don't think that matters quite as much. Now, do we want to win the league? Of course we do. Do we have a chance to do that? Yeah, but we need some help, and obviously we got to continue to take care of business. So our goal is just to keep getting better. We've now won, that's 8 in a row, right? We've now won 8 in a row. So we're going to try to win 9 in a row on Tuesday. That's really what we're looking at.
Just one more. I know Sin doesn't like to talk about the one-on-one thing, but at the same time,
Well,
somebody's gotta be a player
I'll
of the
talk
year.
about it for him. So yeah, he's as deserving. And again, we still have 4 more games left. And to me, what he's done here this year, having not played in this league, playing with a new team. Sears was there last year. Rollins was there last year. Janethan Williams was there. Enrique Freeman. I mean, there's a lot of really good players in this conference. But he's certainly amongst the elite players. And, I'm sure that he has, I think the coaches vote on that. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm sure he has the respect of the coaches in this league. And he certainly should. And, if we continue to win, usually that player comes from a team that's in first or second or, third. That's usually where that player comes from. So, to me, we still have some games to go, but he's as deserving as anyone. And you can see he doesn't want to talk about that. But, he's a special player. And I don't say that, coming into seasons, better than anyone because people always talk about recruiting and how great everybody is. That's what everybody likes to do. I don't rarely, because until you see him, you really don't know until they're playing for you. I knew that he was going to be this good. I didn't know how good, but I knew he was going to be really, really good. And he has done an unbelievable job. And Malique, as the pair of them, and obviously it's up and down the board in terms of who's playing well, but they feed off each other and really bring the best out of each other as players, for sure.
All good, guys? Cool. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks.